What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic, and y'all last with another video. We got some good fights going on tonight. Curtis Stevens, number 3 WBC rank versus number 4 WBC rank, and David Lemieux and Gamboa's on that card, and Jack Copeland and Demetrius Andrade is fighting for Jack Copeland's regular WBA title sometime in the afternoon in Germany. So look up the time if you can find a stream. Jermall Charlo, the Charlo that knocked out J-Rock, that outpointed Austin Trout, that BK9, and he's the number 2 at middleweight without even fighting to Gennady Golovkin's belt. He's the number 2 ranked contender in the WBC, pending that he enters the random drug testing VADA to be in the top 10 for WBC. That is mandated for them to enter VADA testing as long as you're in the top 10 of the WBC, and that goes for any weight class. And hopefully this continues to clean up the sport. But without even taking a fight, he's been elevated to that status. Number 1 contender is Jorge Sebastian Heelan, a guy from Argentina who has 4 losses, but who's been on a hot streak. He knocked out I think he TKO'd Matthew Macklin, and he's been winning. He's been waiting for his shot versus Golovkin for 2 years now, and I don't think it's fair that he will have to fight Jermall Charlo if they make this, mandatory. He has to fight Charlo for the right to fight Golovkin. I think he should just get his shot. He's been waiting for 2 years, and you haven't heard too much from this guy, and let him get his shot at him when Golovkin's available. For Jermall Charlo, I think it's right for him to get his feet wet in this division, but he's the number 2 IBF challenger as well. So he might have a little more right to this stake than anybody else. IBF doesn't make you go through random drug testing. So he's chiseled. He's chiseled in. He's cemented in at the number 2 spot. So if he wants to fight with Golovkin, he can make it happen. But he's trying to get his feet wet. I think he's supposed to be fighting. They're gunning for N'Dam. That's a rumor. And after N'Dam, I would like to see him fight the Curtis Stevens and David Lemieux winner. I think he needs to fight a puncher at this weight class to get him acclimated to the puncher power. And hopefully by that time, this Canelo Golovkin thing could be figured out sometime in the middle of 2018 for him. But if it's not figured out for him, he can gun for Canelo, and then gun for Golovkin. And trying to do his thing instead of knocking 2 birds out on 1 stone, because he can make a lot of money doing that. But a lot of people are wondering, how did this guy get ranked so high? It's kind of bullshit, but at the same time, the middleweight division is so weak. It's just top heavy with Canelo, Golovkin, and you could say Jacobs. I think Pierre Quillen is going to decide to move up to 168. So it's some good feet. Get your feet wet fights out there. You got N'Dam for him, the Stevens Lemieux winner, Jacobs if he loses. He's probably gonna take a long vacation if he gets knocked out by Golovkin. So I think he's not a player. Joe Saunders is kind of out there wandering around. I don't know if he see Jermall Charlo as easy pickings, but he's real hesitant and real picky on the fights that he likes to take. Who else do you have out there? It's not too many. I think Matthew Macklin moved over. Gabriel Rosado and Martin Murray is actually fighting sometime this year. That's another good one. So he has some options out there. I think N'Dam is a good fight for him, and then the Stevenson Lemieux winner. And I think by that time he can be ready for Canelo Golovkin, and hopefully that situation is really figured out. And a lot of people think if he goes against Golovkin, he's going to get killed. Well, he doesn't have that mindset. And what a lot of people don't know about this kid is this dude is humongous. I seen him sparring at Erislandy Lara a few years ago, probably at least 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, and he looked 2-3 times the size of him in sparring. And this dude is very, very huge. He's very, very athletic. He's very, very confident, and he has a good trainer in Ronnie Shields. He's the Charlo brother who still trains with Ronnie Shields, and he can very, very well much punch. And who knows how much him killing himself to make 154 pounds was really killing him and taking away from his nutrition and his power and his stamina and his speed and the way he, the way he moves. So we'll see. I think it's going to be a nice little run from him, but I'm not jumping the gun on anything. He has to get past, the N'Dam, the Stevens, the Lemieux first, the Billy Joe Saunders, he has to get his feet wet. I think 2 fights minimum before he fights Canelo, or 3 fights before he fights Golovkin or Canelo, to get his feet wet. There's no need to rush. This dude is like 23, 24. He's younger than Canelo, I believe. Because him and his brother turned pro at like 18, 19 years old. So there's no rush for him to run right into it. But he's very confident, very brash as his brother is as well. And hopefully that protects him enough where they let him build his nutrition up in his weight class and get his confidence up. And then when he's ready, in about a year or 2 down the line, go ahead and go for the crack with Golovkin. There's no need to rush. Let Golovkin, get his clout up. So when you crack the Da Vinci Code, it's it's something that's amazing, and it's something that people can hang their hats on. And at the other side of the ball, he's just getting older. He's turning 34, 35 in April. I think he's 34. You wait 2 years, he'll be 36, 37. He doesn't plan on moving up anytime soon. I don't think he's going to move up permanently. I think he's going to be a mainstay at 160. I'm talking about Golovkin. And so it's no time to rush. Canelo, it's no time to rush. You know what I mean? Just get your feet wet. You're bigger than both of them, physically, taller, longer, and just master your craft. You know what I mean? Golovkin wouldn't fight Erislandy Lara. Hopefully he gives Jermall Charlo a crack. The boy can punch, the boy can fight, the boy can box, but he needs more time to master his craft and get used to the weight division. But this your boy CJ Goodfellow.